Shalom Aleichem. Christian Anarchist here with a video addressing the prosperity gospel. Ooh, the horrifying, terrifying lie that will eventually send someone to their own death based on a lie that they can live in full prosperity and never lose it. Now this prosperity gospel has been going around for quite some time now by megachurches and sometimes televangelists. These people give you the idea that if you put money in as a seed, it will help grow and build your faith to Jesus Christ. This is false, of course, because they also will say that if you do this, God will bless you with a ton of things. Nothing bad will ever happen to you. But that's a lie. But lately I found out there's one person that teaches this kind of gospel to a degree, and that person's name is G-Man. How do I believe that he is a shared proponent of the prosperity gospel? Well, when it comes to him and the idea of starving children, especially Christian starving children not existing, here's what he has to say when he believes that no Christian ever starves.
The Apostle Paul says that he had never seen a believer starving. I forget the actual passage of scripture, but it goes something along the lines of, I have never seen a Christian, a child of God outside starving or begging for bread. I guarantee you, if there was such a thing, that Christian isn't thin. That is a promise.
So wait. So you're saying that no Christian is suffering or starving right now?
Nobody said anything about suffering. I said starving. Starving means that person can't find food, no one's offering him any food, and he's not eating. Okay? That's not, I'm telling you, in the body of Christ, that's not happening. However, you have people who are fasting. Okay? You have people who may temporarily, for a couple of days, may not have food because of their governance or because they're in hiding or something like that. But I can guarantee that God is providing food, and if they're not eating it, they're either being picky, okay, about the kind of food that they want, or again, they're in sin.
Nobody can force you to have a certain attitude. Life will go so much better if you will simply choose to be positive. When you wake up in the morning, choose to be happy. Choose to be grateful for the day. Choose to focus on your possibilities. A good attitude doesn't automatically come. If you don't make this choice, most likely you will default back to a negative mindset. The problem is, a negative attitude will limit your life. And we all face difficulties. We all have tough times, but the right attitude is, this didn't come to stay, it came to pass. It's only temporary. When you live with this positive mindset, you can't be defeated. No matter what comes your way, you shake it off and move forward. Stay positive. Learn to focus on the bright side. See the silver lining in every cloud. Now, the truth is, it's not our circumstances that make us negative, it's our attitude toward those circumstances. Positive people have made up their mind to enjoy their lives. They focus on the possibilities, not the problems. They're grateful for what they have, not complaining about what they don't have.
So, with that in mind, he believes that the Apostle Paul teaches that he's never seen a Christian that's starved. When even though several times in Scripture, the Apostle Paul claims that during his travels, he's been persecuted, he's been attacked by his fellow Jewish people, and he's also mentioned that while he has lived in prosperity, he's also lived as the humble and the poor by even starving. There's times where he says that he has starved as a Christian. So, and then the fact that G-Man will also point that, God gives them something and that's their reward, that kind of gives the idea that because you believe in Jesus Christ, you will receive food just because it is that you believe in me. Now, when people mention that they are either picky, and this is secularists could even argue that you shouldn't be picky. I mean, there are philosophies in that instances that goes around it. Heck, why do you think we have the vegetarian deal? I mean, we can eat vegetables, but today a lot of people don't want to because meat seems to be more convenient, and from a meat eater, chicken eater myself, it just happens to taste better. Anyways. So, to say that no Christian starves because God gives them food, sounds like God rewards them with food because they have faith in Him. Well, here's my deal. Christians are going to starve. They don't get a special deal where God will just automatically give them food at any single time just because they worship Him. Everyone is going to be given food at some point, not as a reward, but like it's around you. There's all kinds of food around you, and that's why we like the fact that God created this world, because He's provided us with so many resources that we can ourselves find a way to make food. Now, some Christians eventually do starve to death. Some atheists or non-believers starve to death. This is not a condition of whether you're an atheist or a Christian, and the same would go for the prosperity over food. What is important to realize, though, is the fact that when you are a Christian, you are not going to have it easy. You're going to suffer, and the Apostle Paul sure did when he was being persecuted and when he even starved. So, remember this. You don't get good things because you're a Christian. You only get them if you persevere and you do what you want, in the sense that you want food, you have to get your food. You don't just focus on God doing it all the time for you. You have to realize that God will eventually do whatever's according to His will. And sometimes it's to let people starve, that's the case. But never ever say that a Christian is going to be rewarded all the time. Because I guarantee you, they aren't going to be rewarded all the time. Shalom Aleichem, peace be upon you, because I wish that upon you.
Subscribe to this channel, you know why? Because he's the cream of the crop. So if you're the cream, you gotta subscribe. Dig it!